Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another unboxing video. Before we begin, I've set the mood, and this is like pretty much near the end of it where I'm about to read the pamphlet, but I just want to say thank you so much to all of you guys who do watch the videos and support the channel. Without you, I couldn't make this kind of expensive content, so thank you once again for allowing me to fulfill my dreams and hopefully bring you some entertainment and a glimpse into the world of a little boy that looks like an old man now. But thanks so much, and if you can leave a like on this video, that would really help support the channel. That's all I ask, and enjoy the video. I have been on the lookout for this saber. This is the Anakin Skywalker Episode 2 Attack the Clones Master Replicas Limited Edition Lightsaber. It's super rare. I don't know why there are so few of these for sale. It's very hard for me to find them on Canadian eBay or American, whatever it may be. And they only made about 1,500 of these, whereas for the other sabers, they made typically about 2,500. The reason for that? I don't know. But I finally got one, thanks to Alex Lincoln, who is a supporter of the channel on Patreon and also a subscriber. He has been a long-time viewer, and he was like, yo, I am selling my Anakin Episode 2, because he's actually getting a signed Hayden Christensen version of Anakin Skywalker's Episode 2 saber. So I bought this from him. I'm like, dude, yep, give it to me. And it's a 400 out of 1,500, which is quite a good number. I'd say anything under 1,000 is great. Anything under 500 is great. Anything under 100 or even 250 is like very difficult to find for sale. So the fact that I got a 400 something, I don't remember what it was, but we're gonna see it in a second. Now, I've never actually seen this saber in person, and it is by far my most favorite saber of all. The reason for this is, well, there are many reasons. One of them being, of course, Episode 2 for me was huge. You know, I was 12 years old, just becoming a teenager, and I saw it in theaters, and Anakin was, well, he was like an angsty teen that couldn't really find himself or his place, and everyone kind of doubted him. He was in love with someone who, just saw him as a little kid, and, you're entering your teenhood years, and I really connected a lot with Anakin at that time, and it really shaped me for the next several years until Revenge of the Sith came out. And then I thought I was really Anakin. But anyways, also, this saber is essentially Darth Vader's saber. And if you look at them, I've got the EFX version of Vader's saber right here, so we're going to be able to compare them. But Vader took a lot of inspiration for his saber from Anakin's Episode 2 lightsaber. And I almost find Anakin Episode 2, that version of him, to be the most pure Anakin. I think Anakin in Episode 1, the 9-year-old Anakin, by the way, fast forward this if you don't care. The young Anakin that we saw with Qui-Gon was really like the starry-eyed. He didn't know who he was, where he belonged. Everything was new, and he was trying to really figure. I don't even know if he was really finding his way in the galaxy. He was just a slave. How much freedom do you have to really find your way? So everything for him was kind of out of reach, out of grasp. He had his dreams and his hopes of freeing his mother and all the slaves and himself, but how realistic was that? Until, of course, Qui-Gon came along and really made it a reality. So his Episode 2 version of himself, I feel like, still had a lot of that youthful Anakin, while a lot of the qualities of becoming a Jedi were being instilled in him, and he was definitely probably, I would say, the most rebellious. Right? This was pre-Clone Wars. This was pre-Revenge of the Sith, of course, where he was much more mature. He had a name to himself. He was the poster boy of the Clone Wars. He was, well, some people called him Master Anakin Skywalker. He had an apprentice named Ahsoka Tano. But still, at this point in Attack of the Clones, he was young. He was this rebellious Anakin that was finding his way and learning his powers and all of these changes going on in his body, not like how you and I would see when we become teenagers, but in terms of the Force, his abilities were developing so much. And he was really starting to realize that, holy crap, I'm actually very gifted. And this was, I think, before all of the stuff really started to sink into his head once the Clone Wars hit, because people were like, wow, we really need Anakin. He's really a special Jedi. So anyways, I've never seen the saber with my own eyes. I'm really excited to see it. By far my most favorite saber. So let's go ahead and unbox it and relish in this moment. All right, so here we are. SW-121 Anakin LE-2 2 lightsaber. This is pretty awesome. Plaque number 424. So this is quite a low number. This is even lower than the Obi-Wan Kenobi Episode 4 A New Hope lightsaber that I just unboxed a few days ago. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. So here we go, man. About to unbox this saber that I've waited for like my whole life, and finally I have it. And you know, funny enough, spoilers for Kenobi, we actually got to see it last night and I had no clue. This arrived last week and I ordered it about a couple weeks, 2 to 3 weeks ago, without any expectation that we would ever see that saber again, and we did. So I figured now is the perfect time to unbox this and really enjoy it and see. I'm excited. I'm stoked for this, and thank you for coming along for the ride, man. Because really, without you guys, I wouldn't be able to do any of this, you know. Interesting, so this one's all styrofoamy. Damn, dude. There it is. There's the plaque. Anakin Episode 2 Attack of the Clones. I'm gonna get some high def videos of this too for you guys. I'm gonna overlay it with this as well. So here is the plaque in all of its glory. 424 out of 1500. And again, most of the other sabers are 2500. So the fact that this is a 15, for me, I don't know why, but it just makes it all that much more rare. So let's go ahead and actually open it up and see this thing for the first time. I'm really drawing it out because I'm just, man, I've waited so many years for this. Let's just go ahead and open this thing up. So, this is how much you guys mean to me. I want you to see it first before I do with my own eyes. I'm gonna try to peek at it too while I open it, but here we go. We can see it together, okay? Because after all, you know, you guys are the reason I can do this, so it's only fair. Alright, here we go. And we see nothing. Okay, alright. Suspense. The suspense is killing me! Okay, here we go. I'm gonna put it on this, so that way it's not awkward. Alright. Alright, check this out, check this out. Perfectly and beautifully wrapped. Let's bring it home, man. Very carefully try to peel this off so it stays like Indiana Jones. Ah! It ripped. Now, I'm never going to sell this, of course. It's not why I'm being delicate. Just trying to preserve it as much as I can. You know what? I don't even have to do that. I can just, Dude, it's heavy. Heavy as heck. Okay, ready? I feel like I'm touching a piece of it. You guys already see it? Oh, you guys already saw it. Shall we? Oh, dude. Dude. Dude, it's so nice. This is literally the nicest saber. Like for me, I mean, it is the heaviest freaking thing, and it's like so thin, man. Look at this. Look how beautiful this saber is. I'm gonna get fingerprints on it. Look at that. This thing. Let me put it on the stand so that way you can properly actually see it. And there it is. Look at how beautiful this thing is. Now I'm gonna grab the Anakin Episode 3 as well, and we can compare it, or maybe I'll even do that. No, I'll do that in this video too. But look at this thing, man. Like, it's not like a super intricate saber. It's not like it's like Mace Windu's or something, and it's got gold and all that stuff around it. It's just so iconic how it's literally like Darth Vader's, but just in the inverse. Like, the chrome parts are black and the black parts are chrome here. Like, damn, dude, this is a really nice saber. I know I say that about all mine, but this one just holds a very special place in my heart. Just get right in there, as always. It's that chrome, man. And that little gold knob just really makes it look nice. And I'm going to turn it so you guys can get a glimpse of another angle of it. And we've got the bubble strip right there. Like, it almost looks cinematic. I'm not even doing anything. So let's check out what it says here. "2004 and Master Replicas LLC." Beautiful saber, man. Beautiful saber. Oh, you know what? I had it the wrong way the whole time. See, these grooves gotta line up here with this. There we go. Like that. So I'll just put it like this. That's good too. I think like that looks nice. Yeah, I like it like that. Looks good. Now let's compare it with the Vader. Look at that size difference, man. But yeah, I mean, the reason for this is Vader had to obviously account for the fact that he now has cybernetic hands, and they're just so much bigger than, you know, this thing is so freaking heavy. It is insane. I'll put this down here. Hold on. Like, just look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Crazy size difference. Look at that. Nuts, eh? Now, I've never done a review on my Vader EFX, just because it's not Master Replicas, and to be honest, I just don't think it's as special. Their just quality isn't as high. It's not as rare. Don't get me wrong, EFX is fine and all, but it ain't a Master Replicas, that's for sure. A bit of an elitist with MR. With beautiful lights. That. Love it, man. Love it. I've always just been such a saber head since I was a kid. Always just loved observing them and kind of remembering whose saber belongs to whom. You guys remember that city? So okay, let's go take this downstairs and then we can compare it to the Anakin Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith Master Replica saber. Alright, so here is the Episode 2 and here is the Episode 3. You can see there's quite a difference in terms of girth.
What?
I mean, this one is just much fatter, and you can see even the grips are much knurlier compared to here. Zoom out, you can properly see. So his Episode 3 one is longer, has more space, it's thicker, and of course that is to transition into the Episode 4 A New Hope Luke Skywalker one, which Obi-Wan obviously tinkered with when he was on Tatooine. I love it, man. I love this saber. I think it's such a nice piece to add to my collection here. I feel like I'm slowly turning into General Grievous. And you know what? That's okay. That's okay. People my age are having kids, getting married. I'm out here collecting lightsabers. And I am totally good with it. Beautiful, dude. Ugh. Can't wait to have a whole collection of these. Just like every single one. Trying to get all cinematic here, but yeah, I mean, look at the actual how rare it is, the 424 out of 1500, and this is just like a limited edition 2021. There's supposed to be another plaque. I guess I gotta buy that one, but yeah, I'd eventually like to get a signed version. That'd be pretty cool. Now keep in mind, my Darth Sidious is not actually a quote-unquote signed official from Master Replicas, but I mean, I think it's even more rare because it's just like a regular one, but with Ian McDiarmid signing it and then putting his favorite quote from the movie. So anyways, these eventually will be like glass doors, and then just I'll have all the sabers essentially, and I'll have like cool statues. I've ordered so many more cool statues on the way. So that'll be cool. That'll be fun. Seems like cool is the only word in my vocabulary. But yeah, it'll be cool. Literally. It'll be neat. I think I'm gonna move that maybe down and then put like another one next to it or something. We'll see. Alright, so now that I've set the mood and I've done the intro, which you guys have seen, I'm going to go ahead and read this certificate of authenticity right here. I'll put zooming in. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to move over here so you can see a little bit of a, Anakin Skywalker Lightsaber, Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. Qui-Gon Jinn believed Anakin Skywalker to be the chosen one, spoken of in an ancient prophecy, the one who would bring balance to the Force. The Jedi Council reluctantly allowed Obi-Wan Kenobi to take Anakin as his Padawan learner. Under Obi-Wan's careful guidance, Anakin became a confident, headstrong young man with an impulsive nature and a flair for adventure. Unfortunately, the rage lurking within him was unleashed when his mother was murdered by Tusken Raiders, and his fateful descent into the dark side began. A comparison of Anakin's lightsaber from Attack of the Clones with Darth Vader's lightsabers from the original Star Wars trilogy reveals many similarities in design and detailing. While the geometry of both is similar, the overall design of Anakin's lightsaber feels less menacing with its predominantly silver detailing. The character's development is reflected in the design of his lightsaber throughout the saga. Ooh! The character's development is reflected in the design of his lightsabers throughout the saga. That's cool that they wrote that. Several lightsaber props were actually created for filming, so Master Replica's designers chose to reproduce the prop that was most representative of what was seen on screen. Our development of this prop replica started with a detailed examination of the original prop in the Lucasfilm archive. Our designers took hundreds of measurements and photographs to thoroughly document every detail of the prop. During this examination, our designers discovered that the Anakin lightsaber is noticeably smaller than many of the other lightsaber props we have replicated. The smaller proportions give it a more elegant feeling, like a samurai's katana. Interesting. It was a pleasure bringing the lightsaber of Anakin's youth to life for Star Wars fans. We hope this prop replica finds a welcome home in your collection for years to come. 2004 Lucasfilm. 2004. Ooh, getting emotional. It's like a blast from the past, dude. You know, before Revenge of the Sith even came out, and it's just the way they spoke to fans, the way they cared so much. It's just probably shouldn't throw that down like that, but I miss that, you know. All right. Okay, so that was beautiful. I love how it basically talks about Anakin's saber being smaller than all the other ones that they made, you know, from his Attack of the Clones version. And, you know, I remember I read something regarding the Episode 3 lightsaber when they were making that one for Hayden. He wanted to go thinner because he felt like it was easier to wield. And they were like, well, we got to make it a little bit thicker because, you know, it turns into Luke's. So if we have this thing that's like super thin, it's not really going to look as believable if it changes into Luke's, which is like literally a whole new saber. So they had to, of course, make it as easy for him to use as possible while still honoring the canon of, you know, how girthy and thick Luke's was in Episode 4 compared to, you know, his father's in Episode 3. So once again, beautiful saber. I absolutely love it. I'm really honored to have it in my collection. And thank you guys for watching the videos and supporting the channel. I'm sure there's a lot more I want to say, but a little bit flustered right now. It was very beautiful reading that, and it just reminded me of when I was a kid and like how magical it was just reading things like that from the you know, whether it was in the comics or, you know, like when you open the comics up and you can like mail stuff in. It was just a different time. It was a different time before social media, before you know, cell phones were just like a new thing at that point. The internet itself wasn't. It was like less than a decade old, or so, and everything was just different. Everything was like, I don't know. You're a kid, you know. It wasn't so instantaneous as things are today. It was like reading that on print. You know, you wouldn't really read that so much on like a website. It's like you're actually like holding this thing, and it was like a real connection to Lucasfilm, to George, to the fans, and it was this beautiful, encompassing feeling that I believe a lot of fans shared together, and it was just a very nice time. It was a really good time being a Star Wars fan back then, and anyways, that's all. That's where my mind took me, and yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed the video. Love you all. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much again, and yeah, let's get another look at this beautiful piece. So right now it's hiding behind the Episode 3, and I'm going to keep it there until these doors are all glass and all these shelves are up, and it's going to look really good. I'll be able to show you guys. There's still a lot more I want to do with like my display room and all that stuff, and that's, you know, that's of course where this is, but it's going to take some time, of course. So anyways, love you all. Thanks for watching this vid, and it'll be a little bit of time until I get the next one, but there are a few statues coming in, so excited for those as well. Especially one that isn't Star Wars that I've been waiting for about, I want to say, over a year and a half now, and it keeps getting delayed, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully it arrives soon, but it's like an exclusive, super rare statue, and it was very expensive, but it's definitely worth it, you know, as a big, you guys will see. Have an awesome rest of your day. Thanks for watching today's vid. Until the next one, remember, the Force will be with you, always.